motivate the young.
Another day, another blessing, another desire, another step to your success. And I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I am a very blunt person, and one thing I need you guys to pick up on is the jewels that I'm gonna be dropping off to you guys, right? And what it is a new way of thinking. This is a strategy that I've came up with and that I've, accomplished, and I've also been a witness to this progression because I've done it myself. But this is a way of thinking that's been formulated through schools, through our living situations, through our past, right? Through anything that we've lived through. This is some of the thinking forms that we've created, that we've picked up on, right? These are some of the habits that we've picked up on that might not be so good, that might not be so successful, right? And, this new way of thinking is something that has helped me a lot. Let's say, for instance, right, you're working out, you're hitting a certain level of weight, right? You're hitting 100, let's say 100 pounds, right? You're hitting 100, you've done 10 reps. Now you're on your 11th. One more, come on, D, let's get it, one more, come on. You structure your mind, you motivating your mind. So I'm here to give you this information. I'm here to tell you now. Structure your mind in a different way. You are a king, you are a soldier. You are a warrior, and you will conquer everything. Stay motivated and stay woke. Everything in this life can be given to you, but you gotta want to have it. You gotta want to see it. If you don't see it, you can't really do much, right? So structure your mind, pay attention, learn, right? A lot of men nowadays are so carried with ego. They're very egotistic, and it's a bad thing to have nowadays, right? Because we're so stuck on this ego part that we can't get to learning from somebody, right? I see a lot of older heads. I'm 24, I'm young. Sometimes I try to motivate them. Sometimes I try to structure their mind in a different way, but they can't learn from me. Why? Because I'm too young. Because I don't know no better. Because I didn't live life more than they have, which is true, which is very much true. But you can learn from anybody. And the wisest person is still learning. I just want to motivate you guys to get up off your ass. Don't you feel uncomfortable laying on that bed? Don't you feel uncomfortable getting high every day? Don't you feel uncomfortable like it's not what it is for you? Don't you sit there and see all these internet streamers, all these people on IG that are modeling, Facebook, TikTok? I know you see all this. And I know you want a better life. What are you gonna do for yourself to structure your life? I can't do it for you. This video is not gonna do it for you. If I can motivate you to motivate yourself and structure your mind in a different way, right? It starts from the foundation, right? What is your foundation? Your way of thoughts, right? After your way of thoughts, what it is? Actions. After actions, what it is? It could either be a consequence or a success. But that's what you're born towards. You got 3 spectrums to hit. And now you got 2 outcomes that you're gonna get afterwards. So that's what I'm saying. It falls down to the foundation. The foundation is your thoughts. And if you really want to get to the core, it's where you come from, right? It's what you live. It's what you've been through, right? But what it comes really down to is your thoughts. Your thoughts. You're living this lifestyle where you're feeling like a bum, where you're feeling like you're not doing nothing for your life, change it a little bit. I promise you can. It's going to make the most difference. And if you do not see the success in your life by changing the way the things that you do, please contact me. Please contact me. I will walk you down through every single step if my method does not work. Because what I'm telling you right now is you need to structure your mind in a different way. Read books, meditate, work out. Working out is the best tool because you're talking to yourself while you're working out, motivating yourself. Hey, one more. Come on, D. Let's get it. One more. Come on, let's grind. Come on, one more. That's what you gotta get. You gotta get that beast out of you. Beast mode. Come on, grind. Come on, hustle. We ain't stop until the wheels fall off. Hustle, grind. Stop playing with yourself, King. You're degrading yourself every single day that you stay on that bed, on that couch, getting high every single day. You're downgrading yourself. And you won't be able to pick yourself up. You can, but it will be hard. All to say is that you need to change your habits. We're here to motivate you. We're here to help you succeed. And hopefully some of the information that I have, some of the motivation that I have can help you strategize your life in a very formatic way, where you can understand that, life isn't what it is, right? And what I mean by that is that a lot of times we're stuck on this image of what the world or what people implement in our lives, and this is how we have to be. And the truth is, you have to be how you want to be. How you want to be comfortable, that's how you want to be. That's how you got to live. So let's say, for instance, right, you're living this lifestyle of an addict. You're smoking, drinking every day. I'm a former addict myself, so I can speak from the truth, from experience. All to say that, you're living this lifestyle like an addict, right? You're smoking, drinking every day. You can't find no type of motivation. This is where you find your motivation, right? And you're gonna find your motivation by the ideas, the way of thinking. That's what you need to change, is your way of thinking, right? Because a lot of us are stuck in this way of thinking, like this is all we can do. This is all I can progress. No, at the end of the day, it's the way that you change your mind, the way that you think, right? At school, we learn off of reading books, off of exams, off of this and that, right? We've been structured, we've been programmed in our mind to think a certain way, right? These strategies that the school implemented into us is a way of thinking, right? So we're formulating this way of thinking. Now we're stuck on this way of thinking, right? So now they're teaching us all these little things that we gotta do as Americans, as human beings. This is what's natural, this is what's good, this is what's not. Why? Science said it, and that's it. So I live my life comfortably. I do what I have to do when I have to do it, so nobody tells me when to do it, right? And a lot of us are stuck in this comfortable position where, we're stuck on comfortability. We love being comfortable. Who doesn't love being comfortable? But the thing is, you gotta be uncomfortable to be comfortable, right? You gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable, right? And it's like you're motivating yourself every single day. You're your motivator, right? I can be an instructor that instructs you to motivate yourself or how to do it, but I'm not the one to motivate you. The motivation that you get off of this video is not gonna set you up for the whole day. It'll probably be for 10 minutes, maybe 20 if you're lucky, right? After those 20 minutes, it's all on you, pimpin', right? So strategize your way of thinking, challenge yourself, motivate yourself. If you don't motivate yourself, who else is? If you don't do it for yourself, who else is? Nobody wakes up the next morning thinking like, oh, hold on, let me think about what I should do to help him. How can I progress his life? How can I make his career better? You don't have a manager. You're not an artist. You're in the slums, in the dirt, in the gutter. You need to get yourself out of that way of thinking. Surround yourself around people that are wealthier. And if you're not around those people that are wealthier, go around the areas that they are. And if you can't go around the areas that they are, then put it on your phone. You can easily talk to somebody that's knowledgeable, that has a lot of wisdom. Look it up on YouTube. Just as much as you're looking on this video, you can look up the inspirational people of this world that has this criteria or this career that people know of, right? You can look him up, and since you want to go off of the image, since you want to go off of, oh, what did he do? What did he accomplish? The dumbest person in the room could tell you the smartest thing. Why? Because they lived the life of being dumb. So they know the ins and outs of what to do and what not to do. Now it's up to them to be knowledgeable and have the wisdom to give to you, right? The proper vocabulary to give to you. All I'm saying is that pick your places and things. Your people, you have to be very insightable. You have to be very, you have to speculate a lot. You have to understand that these people do not want you because they love you. They do not love you. Love is not a thing that's true. It's not real. Love is not real. Why I say that is because love is a fictitious. It's a momentarily thing. You can love somebody. You can have love for somebody. But it doesn't change the fact that you're going to do what you want to do at the end of the day. It might change your decision sometimes, but at the end of the day, we're human beings, and we want what we want. We want to conquer what we want to conquer. When we realize that we have space to take over, we take over. That's what we do as human beings. And what I'm here to do is strategize your mind to step away from all the fictions, all the programming that the world has done, right? And it's to elevate your mind, man. You see a lot of podcasters nowadays. You see a lot of motivational speakers nowadays. And it kind of takes you back to the, if we really want to get to the scripture or to ancient history, right? The Messiah, Jesus, Muhammad, these people were all here to hand over a message, to hand over, hey, look, this is what I received. This is what you should receive. I'm giving you the game. It's all about game, right? Who knows the most, who's gained the most, and who is willing to give the most, right? And what I believe in is what you get, is what you give into the world is what you're going to receive back, right? So I'm giving you guys this knowledge, and it isn't to receive anything back. It is to receive the satisfaction that I'd have changed somebody's life, that I'd have motivated somebody off that couch, that I'd have structured your thoughts and your way of thinking into a different position, into a beast mode position. You get what I'm saying? I'm here to motivate you, to strategize your thoughts, the way of thinking, right? So now let's go to your way of thinking. Your way of thinking is a very confusing thing. It can be confusing. You can make it confusing, but the way of thinking, right? Our way of thinking is very structured in a different way. We think about daily thoughts, random thoughts, right? Sometimes, a lot of times, we tend to try to mute those thoughts, to try to convince ourselves that we don't need to hear those thoughts. It's you talking to yourself. You don't want to hear yourself. You're telling yourself, hey, this is what I think, this is how I feel. Your gut, your heart, and your mind is speaking to you, and you're not listening. These are all your thoughts, right? Our brain is only functioning off of 20%. 20%. There's 80% more that we can still be using, right? 80% of the brain is being used. What makes you think that we do not have no more potential? So all to say is that you need to structure your mind, the way of your thoughts. One thing that helps me a lot is write your thoughts. A lot of these strategies take a lot of time and effort. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't put time and effort. Put your time and effort into yourself. Strategize yourselves. Write down on a piece of paper and pen. Write down your thoughts. Write down your thoughts. Every single thought that you have randomly, just walking down, if you're in the house, write it down. Write it down. All right, boom, boom, boom. This is what I'm thinking, right? At the end of the day, I want you to take that piece of paper and read it to yourself. Read it to yourself, and you say to yourself, these are my thoughts, right? These are my thoughts. How can I change them? What can I do to change them? What can I do to change my vocabulary? What can I do to structure my mind in a different way? You have to do different things, right? Wake up in the morning, meditate, read, work out, run. You get me? You have to do things that you're not doing. You gotta stay prepared, brother. You gotta stay prepared so you won't have to prepare, right? And preparation can be a very big thing on mentally. Why I say that? Because mentally, when you're preparing for something, you're structuring your mind. All right, look, I'm already putting myself in this environment, in this train of thought. I already understand this is the way I gotta look. This is the way I gotta think. This is the way I gotta sound. You're preparing your mind. It's not anything else but your mind, your mental state. You are preparing your mind state for whatever you have coming in front of you, right? And you're preparing for this because you have an inspiration to get this. So it comes down to inspiration as well, motivation, right? And it tracks back to what I told you, right? Motivate yourself. And if you can't motivate yourself, then click on something that can motivate yourself until you can motivate yourself. The goal is to motivate yourself. You don't need this video. You don't need me. I don't need your time. I don't need your money. I don't need none of that. What I need is for you to succeed in everything you do, right? And I need you to prepare for everything you do. Structure your mind in a different way. And if you can't structure your mind, have someone help you structure your mind until you can structure your mind. You're not going to do this alone. You need somebody. You need somebody on your side. Why? Because it comes down to the core. So all to say is that preparation could be the biggest thing, the biggest downfall that you have. Prepare so you don't have to prepare, right? And it's a way of thinking that you need to structure your mind into. And a lot of people get that mixed up, right? Because, you know, when I say be the motivational speaker in your life, use your own tone of voice in your thoughts. Be that person that motivates yourself. Why? Because it's you motivating you. That inner you is motivating the outer, right? And what that will have you do is teach yourself, right? A lot of people get it mixed up. Sometimes another teacher isn't the best teacher. Sometimes the teacher that we need is within us, right? And what I'm saying is that you can be your own teacher. Of course, you got to learn it, of course, before you do, right? But you can learn it through a lot of different obstacles, right? You can learn it through a book. You can learn it through life experiences. You can learn it through a teacher. You can learn it through multiple things. All to say is that you need to teach yourself. When you teach yourself, you learn better because you're understanding the downfalls. But you are not going to understand the downfalls unless you fall under pressure, unless you go through roadblocks, unless you fail. You have to love to fail. Love to fail. Life is a game of fail. You fail, you learn, and you go again, right? If it didn't work one day, it's going to work the next. Preparation, though. If that night it didn't work, prepare that night. Get yourself some sleep. Remember, hey, my body needs some sleep. Let me get some sleep. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to get right on it. I'm prepared. I already got everything written down. I'm structured. I structured my mind to think this way, to prepare myself for this situation. I'm prepared now. Now, the next day, you go to that obstacle. You go to that roadblock. And you go with your preparation. You go with your preparation. Man, I got this shit down. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's go down the list. 1, splashed out. All right, got that. Boom, splashed out. And I got that. Don't look at the whole list. Look at the first one. Look at the first top point on that list. Get that done. Don't look at the whole list. The whole list is going to get you a little bit overstimulated because you're going to be like, hey, this is too much. I can't do it. It's too much pressure. I don't like pressure. Ugh. Right? But you got to love the pressure. But you got to love the pressure. The pressure is what makes you. Diamonds aren't made unless they're down in pressure, right? Gold isn't made unless it's in heat, right? You can't mold gold into what you want it to be unless it's made under heat. Heat. You need to be in heat. You need to be in uncomfortable situations. Get uncomfortable so you can be comfortable, brother. Get uncomfortable so you can be comfortable. I'm tired of people saying, oh man, I don't like this. Oh man, this life did to me this, and that. Life did that to you for a purpose, to prepare you, to structure you, to keep you going. If you don't like the failure, if you don't learn from the failure, you're gonna be a failure. Winners love to win and losers love to lose. Now the question is, do you want to be a loser or a winner? Do you want to be a leader or a follower? Are you ready to structure your mind in a different way? Are you ready to change your habits? Are you ready to motivate yourself? Are you ready to teach yourself? Are you ready to be a beast? That's what I'm trying to get out of you. I want you guys to be a beast. I want you to conquer everything you do. You are a king. And if you're not a king, then you're a peasant. I'm getting sick and tired of you guys making excuses. Fuck excuses. Fuck the excuses. The excuses ain't gonna get you nowhere. Y'all wanna make excuses for this, for that, for the other. What did excuses ever get you? What did excuses ever progress in your life? Structure your mind in a different way. Don't make no excuses. Fuck excuses. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your emotions. Get to the bag. Get to what you want to do. Structure your goal. Write it down. Write down in a vision board if you want to do it like that. Write it down though. And then you will structure your mind in a different way. Now you're looking at your goal. Now you're looking at what you do. Now you're looking at what you want. You gotta want it. You gotta be hungry for it. You can't fucking be hungry for it if you ain't starving. You gotta starve. Starve yourself. And you will understand that you need to starve so you can succeed. I starve myself every single day and I eat 1 time a day. Why? Because I give myself that satisfaction at the end of the day. Hey, I done what I had to do. Let's eat. Right? Let's eat. I'm ready. I done conquered everything I had to do on my list. I done this, that, and the other. I done it. Now it's time to eat. Let me give myself that satisfaction because I done accomplished everything I did. Everything I told myself I was going to do. Now I'm here to tell you guys, you need to teach yourself, structure yourself, change the way you think. It's really a mental game. When people tell you, hey, it's all in your head, it really is. Life can be one of the most difficult challenges that you have. It will be. Life will be the most difficult one. But after you accomplish this, after you understand what life really is, what life has to offer, and how easy it is to get it, then you can conquer whatever you do, brother. You can conquer whatever you do, right? And one thing I'd like to definitely assure and make sure that you guys get, right? Because I say this a lot, pressure, right? And pressure, a lot of us like to fold. A lot of us don't know how to think, don't know how to keep on going, right? Pressure can be difficult. I understand pressure. Trust me, I understand pressure. But you gotta like it. You gotta love it. You gotta be hungry for pressure. You gotta be hungry for uncomfortability. You gotta want it. That's all you gotta do is want it. Just want it. If you could see the vision in your hand, you got it. Now go get it. It's not going to be handed to you though. I'm going to tell you easily as that. It's not going to be handed to you. It's going to be nights and days that you're up, no sleep. It's going to be nights and days that you're just structuring your mind, learning how to do this, learning how to do that. But learn from everybody, man. Learn from everybody. Everybody can teach you something. The dumbest one in the room can teach you something. So stay focused under pressure. Don't fold under pressure. Don't let your thoughts conquer you under pressure. Your thoughts can plagued and sick mind. But you have to be stronger than your thoughts. Your core has to be stronger than your thoughts. Thoughts do not control you. So structure your mind and your thoughts and not focus on your pressure. This is Motivate the Young.
They don't want it as hard as I do. They don't want to succeed as bad as I do. They don't want the pressure as bad as I do. I want all the pain. I want to learn from every lesson. I want to conquer everything. I want to succeed in everything I do. I believe in myself, and I will strive to succeed in everything I do. Fuck my feelings. Fuck my emotions. Fuck what people say. I'm going hard. I'm going hard, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop till the wheels fall off. I'm not going to stop till I'm in the grave, till I'm down in the dirt. They gonna remember me. They definitely gonna remember me. They don't want it like I do. They don't want to succeed. They don't want to keep on going. They want to give up. Give up when it's going hard. Give up when it's getting tough. Give up when everything's falling down. They want to give up. I want to go home.